Hello everyone, what is up? Welcome back. I hope you are having the cutest day. Today, as you can obviously tell by the title, we are going to be doing a tarot reading based on love predictions for the singles. I'm going to be doing a full description of your next partner. Also, we will do a brief timeline evaluation towards the end. So yeah, I'm really excited. Before I show you the piles, this is just a reminder that tarot is a divination tool. It's an intuitive practice, so please take what resonates. If something does not resonate, simply leave it behind. It's not that serious. There's nuance to every conversation, and with that, here is a clip of your piles right now. All right, you guys, these are the three piles. We have group number 1 with the bouquet, group number 2 with the whip, and group number 3 with the book. If you guys need a moment to meditate on which pile is calling your name, you are free to do that right now. And if you would like to pick more than one pile, you guys are always welcome to do so. All right, you've picked your pile. Go ahead and check out the description box for a few timestamps for when your reading shall start. And with that, I will see you in your reading. Hello, group 1. Welcome to your guys' reading. We're going to start off with our zodiac die. If you are new here, the dice are extra. It's dessert. If your sign doesn't pop up, that's okay. This could also be your partner's sign, sun, moon, rising. So Cancer is starting us off. Hello to all the Cancers. We have a Capricorn. Hello, Capricorn, sun, moon, rising. And we have Aquarius, sun, moon, rising. All right. With that being said, we're going to start with our shuffle. If you guys do want a personal reading, check out my Etsy shop. That is linked in the description. I usually have a date of when I will restock on the Etsy shop. So can I have a message for group number 1? Who is their next partner? I want a full description of their next partner. Okay. Interesting, guys. This deck also makes me feel so nostalgic. It is, if you were here from the beginning, like I used to use this deck all the time. I haven't used it in forever, but the Devil is starting us off. So this is not Cancer. This is Capricorn energy. So again, hello to all the Capricorns. It's very possible, you guys, that your next partner has really significant Capricorn placements. It's also very possible that this person has a lot of Capricorn qualities. So a hard worker, somebody who prioritizes financial stability, financial abundance, somebody who enjoys providing a comfortable life for themselves and the people that they love, perhaps. What the Devil, however, is talking about is an addiction. So I do need to rip this apart a little bit more to understand exactly how this is playing out for you guys in regards to your next partner, because obviously this could say that your next partner has an addictive personality. This could also be talking about the relationship between you and your future partner being really addicting. So let's see if we can get confirmation on that. The 3 of Pentacles, so that's talking about working well with other people in order to create something beautiful. Now, Cancer and Capricorn did pop out, you guys, so it is very, very possible that you guys are going to be having a relationship with this person and creating a family with them. Why am I saying that? Capricorn is the mother. Capricorn is the father. Cancer is the mother. So representing the mother and the father, children, right? And also the 3 of Pentacles does represent more than one person coming together to create something. When I see that in a relationship dynamic, I oftentimes associate that with a mother and a father having a child together. So the Devil does also reference you guys having really strong, intimate desire. It can be very lustful. So you and this person, that the Devil could simply be representing the fact that you guys have a lot of chemistry on a physical and intimate level, which obviously then could potentially create a family through that attraction. We have the World here. So the World is talking about wrapping up cycles. This tells me that this person is playing a significant role in your life, significant enough to where your life is not the same. It's going to very much be like before this person, after this person. So I don't think this is a short-term relationship, regardless of if you like have a kid with them or not. I don't think this is a short-term connection. The 2 of Swords is representing having a split path. So being at a crossroads, feeling perhaps a bit taken aback and having a hard time deciding which way you want to go. I do want more information on that in the world as well. So can I get confirmation on the world, please? Yeah. Oh, if you guys picked group number 1, I really do think you're going to have a family with this person. It doesn't need to be a traditional family, you guys. I'm not a very traditional person myself. So when I say having a family with somebody, you don't need to think like, oh, we're getting married and we're having babies and this and that and blah, 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 right? It could be you and your partner are having a hand fasting ceremony and getting a parrot and traveling the world. Like, I don't care what your personal dynamic looks like, but you and this person are very likely to create a family together. I do think this is a more long-term relationship. And for a lot of you, it is going to be that more traditional husband, wife, child dynamic. So the 10 of Cups talks about being completely and totally emotionally happy. So this person is bringing a lot of emotional fulfillment in your life. The 2 of Swords, like I said, let's go ahead and get confirmation on that. Can I please have a better understanding why the 2 of Swords is here? So I do think that there is a challenge within the beginning stages of this relationship. And I think the challenge is like this person is either encouraging you to be better or you're encouraging this other person to be better. The reason I'm saying this is the Page of Pentacles does represent like a leveling up of sorts. So I do think there is a level of discomfort that comes from this connection. There's a level of like, ooh, I feel challenged, or I feel like I have to step up in this relationship. And I don't think it's in a way that's toxic. I think it's in a way that's motivating. Okay, continuing forward, let's get an astrology card that represents your future partner. A message for the singles on who their future partner is. We have the Sun. The Sun represents masculine energy. The Sun also represents an individual who is very much in the energetic field of like giving energy to, right? The Sun is an energy source. So being around this person is energizing. Being around this person feels like warmth. Being around this person feels safe. There may be a select few of you who do feel so attached to this person that you're like, I don't know how my life could ever go on without this person, or I don't know how my life would feel as vibrant without this person. It feels almost like they're turning up the saturation levels within your own life. Can I get a message? Can I get a message for group number 1? Okay, transformative. Like I said, the world is here. This person's completely and totally transforming your life. They may also have very significant Scorpio placements within their chart, Leo placements as well. The signs that have come up so far: Cancer, Capricorn, Aquarius, Leo, Scorpio. So with that being said, we are going to move forward. Okay, can we please get an archetype? I'm only going to pull one of those cards, you guys. We have the Bully. Highlights your tendency to intimidate others, helps you confront the inner fears that bully you. So with the Bully showing up, I don't think that your future partner is a bully. I think your future partner is a person who is very intimidating, right? Now, this could be because they are attractive. This could be because they are really tall. This could be because they have a deep voice. This could be because they're in a position of power. But this tells me that your future partner does have a level of intimidation factor to them. I do feel like for a lot of you, it's the voice. Like this person's voice is very deep and like strong. So that could be a little intimidating. Can I get information on who they are? Can I get information for group number 1? Who is their next partner? I do always feel like the people who are attracted to women kind of get like a back seat in my readings, and I'm so sorry for that, you guys. We do have the Woman here, so this is obviously a very beautiful, very feminine woman. So if you are attracted to a woman, it's possible that you are going to be entering into a relationship with somebody who's very soft, very dainty, somebody with brown hair, blue eyes, nice olive skin. I am seeing this, you guys, as somebody, again, who is intimidating though, right? Like I'm seeing this woman as somebody who is so beautiful that she is intimidating. Like I would be nervous to approach her. So woman. We also have a bouquet. I do see the bouquet as like romance. So this is going to be a relationship in which you both are very romantic with one another. I think that there is a desire, like I said, with this Page of Pentacles to do better or to be better for your partner and vice versa. Like they feel very motivated to be better for you. Can I please get a description? Okay, we have the lilies. So flowers are showing up again. I do oftentimes see the lilies connected to like motherhood. So it's possible, like I said, that you guys are going to be having a child with this person. We have the mountain. This is strength, stability, right? This is obviously like mountains are huge. So when I see this and describing a person like this, oftentimes I do see this as somebody who is like a Capricorn, a Taurus, a Virgo, somebody who's very stable and grounded. Obviously, I do feel like sometimes people forget when I'm talking about the zodiac signs, I'm not talking about you as an individual, your best friend as an individual. I'm talking about the archetype of the zodiac sign. The mountain is very, very Capricorn-esque, right? Determination, willpower, strength, resilience. So let's move forward. Can I please get a message for group 1? Okay. So your future partner, somebody who's very knowledgeable. I would say this is somebody where you trust their opinion, you trust the information that you receive from them because this person is very intelligent. Let me connect above and below. Let the knowledge of the ancestors flow. We also have victory. I shall celebrate, I shall rise. I will let victory make me wise. I think this is somebody who has what it takes to be victorious. So for some of you, you're going to meet this person and they will have this victory. For others of you, it's more of like you see the potential in them. Personally, I don't fall in love with potential. I don't fall in love with what could be. I fall in love with what is in front of me. So there's that. But this does represent a victory. So somebody, like I said, who possesses that desire to be better, possesses that desire to reach goals. This is a motivated person. This is not a lazy person. This is not a complacent person. This is not the kind of person who looks at their circumstances and goes, poor me. Life sucks. Like that's not who they are. They're somebody who takes what's in front of them and they strategically try to figure out how they can overcome obstacles that may be in their way, how they can achieve their goals despite what may be going against them. Again, the mountain represents overcoming difficulty to achieve a goal. Strength is here as well. So I would say that this person is very emotionally strong. For those of you who are interested in dating more masculine people, it's possible that they are also very physically strong. So strength, stability in this hour, endurance, stamina, I empower. I think this is a very powerful individual. Somebody who, like I said, may be a bit intimidating. So yeah, I think this is interesting because again, Capricorn, Scorpio showing up, to me, that is an intimidating energy. That is an intimidating power, right? Can I get, also the devil being here, can I get a message? Oh. So we have the Night Song, and this is hidden talents. This person may be a musician, and when I say a musician, I don't mean that you're gonna like marry your favorite K-pop star, right? I don't mean you are going to get into a relationship with your favorite X, Y, and Z, right? This could be a person who's very musically talented. So perhaps they are a CEO by day and they like to play the guitar and sing by night, or they like to play the piano, right? Or they like to play the violin. I am getting more like classical music, so I don't know if that is resonating for some of you, if this person sounds familiar, but it feels more like classical music, like I said, like a piano, a violin, something like that. We have the lamp here, and this is remembrance. So the fact that we have a jack-o'-lantern in the window does talk about, that does represent protection. If you guys are aware, the original Halloween, they used to put like squash, or I believe it was like turnips, in the front of their door to ward away evil spirits, negative energy, things like that when the veil is thin. So that is that. I am seeing this as a person potentially who does hold on to, I want to say tradition, but somebody who holds on to things that are familiar to them. So if they have a tradition within their family unit that they've done for years and years and years, I do think that's something that they want to carry with them and keep with them. Can I please, oh, we have a journey. So this could represent you guys as person coming from a different country than yourself, a different background than yourself. For example, you guys, when I say that, if you're in Europe, right, to me it makes more sense for this person to come from a different country directly. If you're in the United States, there are many people here from different cultural backgrounds and different countries as well, obviously. So it makes more, and I know it's like that in other countries as well, you guys, but it makes more sense to me that it could be either or, right? Someone who comes from another country or somebody who has just a different cultural background, even if they come from your country. So let's adjudication. Again, I really do think that this is going to be something that is more serious, you guys, a relationship that's more serious, a marriage for a lot of you. Can I please get a message for group number 1? We have awakening. Someone is undergoing a spiritual transformation. I do think that through this relationship, you both have desires to become better people. We have fate as well. This is a destined partnership, which makes sense based on the fact that I don't think this is going to be a temporary connection. And now we will go ahead and quickly just pull a few notes from the bowl. Who is their future partner? Okay. I don't want to pull too many, you guys. We have standing out. So the fact that we have the sun here and standing out, this does tell me physically this person is very impressive. Take that for what you will. We have a standout smile as well. So their smile is very eye-catching. We do have a pile of books here, you guys, which to me, this is representing, like I said, this person possessing a lot of knowledge. So somebody who's very intelligent. Heart eyes, I put this in here to represent physical attraction. So you are physically attracted to this person. We have 2026. We have long legs. A strong nose. We have Tokyo. We have spicy, piercings. We have explore. We have Germany. We have 2028. Humble. 26 or the 26th. 24 or the 24th. And straight. This could be orientation or hair, you guys, okay? With that being said, group number 1, that is all I have for you guys. Thank you so very much for allowing me to read for you. I do hope this was helpful. Enjoy the rest of your day. I'm sending you so much love, and that is all I've got. So, bye. Hello, group 2. Welcome to your guys' reading. We're gonna start off with the zodiac dice, as always. If you're new here, the dice is extra. It's simply dessert. If your sun doesn't pop up, that's okay. This is Leo. Sun, Moon, Rising. We have Aries. And we have Taurus. Sun, Moon, Rising. Sure. Again, if your sign didn't pop up, it's okay. Many signs pop up in the cards. Also, if you do want a personal reading, my description box has the link to my Etsy, and you can check out when they will be available. Can I please have... Oh, I love this. This is a rich man. This is a man with heavy pockets, okay? So the King of Pentacles, yes, for some of you, this man may quite literally, or this woman may quite literally have heavy pockets. The main thing I take from the King of Pentacles is like, he's just a good guy. The King of Pentacles is somebody that you can rely on, someone that you can lean on, someone that you can count on at 3 o'clock in the morning if your car broke down or you got a flat tire and you have no way of getting home. Like, you can call the King of Pentacles and he will come get you, okay? Or he will send somebody, he will send an Uber your way. So we love him. Responsible, grounded, really down to earth, chill, laid back. This does represent earth energy. So Capricorn, Taurus, Virgo, that type of energy. You yourself may have a lot of water energy within your chart. Balance. So I'm assuming, you guys, that your next partner is bringing you a lot of balance. Temperance represents essentially this energy of like, oh, where you are lacking, I make up. Where I'm lacking, you make up. Like, we are creating balance through pouring from one glass into another. So yeah, I'm assuming that this connection, this relationship is going to be one that brings a lot of balance to your life and to their life. For example, let's say you're somebody who's super introverted. This person's going to be a little bit more extroverted. Let's say you're somebody who's super emotionally disconnected, or you're more like cold emotionally. This person's going to bring more fire, more passion, more emotion into the relationship. So I do think you two are helping each other in a way that is very necessary. We also have the Ace of Pentacles. I do oftentimes see this, you guys, as an engagement. The reason I oftentimes see this as an engagement is because the Ace of Pentacles is like a golden opportunity. So for some of you, this is talking about this person proposing to you or you proposing to this person. This also represents that energy of like, ooh, like this is a goal, like I see value in you. Like, being with you is a golden opportunity. I'm lucky to be with you. I feel blessed to be with you. Oh, can I get a message on who they are? Perfect, beautiful. They are a hard worker, you guys. Like I said, that King of Pentacles energy, their pockets may be heavy. The Seven of Pentacles is very much like, I'm willing to show up and work my butt off and be exhausted and only get this much in return. Like, I am willing to invest time, energy, and effort into something that I see potential in. So I think this plays out when it comes to professional life. I think this also plays out personally, right? This person's willing to put in effort towards things that they see potential in. Okay. With that being said, let's get you guys an astrology card or a few to get the vibe of who this person is, or more of a vibe. So far, we do have a lot of earth energy. Okay. Yeah. Okay. I feel like we always have one pile, you guys, where I'm like, oh, you guys are going to be provided for, because I don't know, there's just always one pile. We have Leo here, so this could be somebody with really thick, luscious, voluminous hair. Oftentimes, I do see Leo as somebody who, to the general public, is perceived as attractive. So the archetype of Leo is like eye-catching. That's why it's connected to the sun, right? This also could be referencing this person being somebody who is a great hype man, like somebody who is so good at encouraging you and giving you, like, I don't want to say an ego boost, but I feel like Leos are really, really good at making you feel good about yourself. Like, the people that they love, nobody hypes you up the way a Leo can hype you up. So that is how I'm seeing this. Physical attraction and somebody who's extremely supportive, loving, and encouraging. This could also be really protective energy, right? Leos have a tendency to be protective over the people that they love as well. Again, I'm getting a more like outgoing vibe from this person, not obnoxiously so, not to the point where it's like, oh my God, calm down, like take a chill, right? It just feels more so like somebody who enjoys socializing, somebody who is very eye-catching, somebody who tends to perhaps pull the energy in the room towards them. I think they do this very naturally. The reason why I think Leo gets so much hate, just on a side note, is because of how charming they are. Like, Leo energy is so lovable and charming, and I feel like when a Leo is not dedicated and committed to you, it's so painful, because it's just like you fall so in love with them so quickly. Okay, so we have the 10th house here. This is the world. This is our public perception, you guys. This is talking about work. Okay, so going back to our tarot cards, I believe very deeply, you guys, that work, finances, abundance is incredibly important to your future partner. I think that they have dedicated a lot of time, energy, and effort to their craft. So it makes sense that this plays a big role in who it is that they are. We also have the second house of owning. So like I said, guys, I really do think that their craft or their job is something that is incredibly important to them. Having that financial stability, having that financial safety is something that they value and something that they have prioritized in their life. Okay. Can I get a message on who they are? Okay. They are somebody who is courageous. We have, by shining brave and true and bright, my courage now returns this night. This is somebody, you guys, who in the face of fear, when they are facing their fears or when they are in the face of something horrific, they have the ability to put on a brave face. I do think that their poker face is really good. Like when they're upset about something or when they're struggling with something, they're really good at kind of just like turning it off and acting in a more, I don't know what other word to use, like a robotic manner. They're able to push forward when things are hard. They're able to act courageously. You do not have an opportunity to be courageous if you are not fearful, right? In order to be courageous, you have to have something that you're afraid of or something that makes you scared. So this person is willing to take risks. This person is willing to put themselves in positions that may be a little bit unfamiliar or uncomfortable for them if it means that they are moving forward and progressing themselves in their life. Now we also have friendship here. So I do believe that this is going to be somebody who you view as your friend. I think that that's the foundation of any good relationship, is having a friendship with your partner, being able to laugh with your partner, being able to have inside jokes, to be silly, to be goofy, to be comfortable, to feel safe, right? When I think about my best friend, it's like I would never hurt my best friend. I would never want to do anything to harm my best friend. So obviously if you have that in a romantic partner, then that also plays a role, right? Like I would never want to do anything to harm them. So bring to me friendship, true, sharing, laughter, understanding, too. We have letting go. I want to get confirmation on this, you guys, just because this is kind of obtuse. Allow the wisdom to remain, but the sting I shall never feel again. That does tell me that they are somebody where it's like, you don't have to tell me twice. Not my voice going out. You don't have to tell me twice. Once I learned a lesson, like I don't need to learn it again. I do feel like sometimes there are people in this world who are stubborn and they have to learn a lesson over and over and over again until it really like soaks in and sets. Can I please get a message for, for letting go? Oh, so, this is a very generous person. Your future partner is very generous. They're very giving. I think they also hand out chances, perhaps more chances than other people deserve. They are aware of their limits. That's what I'll say. With this letting go card, your future partner is aware of their limits. They're aware of how much they can take. They're aware of how much they're willing to put up with, and they will give chance after chance after chance. They will be extremely giving towards those that they see as worthy of giving to. However, once they have a threshold, once you cross that threshold, they are not going to look back. They are not going to start over. This is kind of giving me like a cold, like closing a door. I will allow you to take and take and take. I will forgive you over and over and over. But there will be a point where if you do not recognize that there needs to be change or there needs to be improvement, the door will slam and there's no getting through that again. Okay. Can I have a message for group 2? We have the ship. So this came up in the last one kind of as well, where we're talking about like going on a journey. This could be representing somebody who comes from a different country than yourself. Obviously, this could represent somebody who enjoys travel, somebody who prioritizes having the ability to travel. I do see the ship in the ocean quite literally though, as like this person is different from you. This person's very different from you, especially because we're in the water. So we're coming from a different ocean, or we're traveling across oceans. We have the house here, and the house does represent stability. This represents having a strong foundation. Like I said, I do think that this person is someone who's very reliable, responsible, a person who you are able to look at and say, oh, like, I feel safe, I feel secure. Okay. Can we please get a message on who this person is? We have a past life love. Your soul remembers this intense connection. That is quite sweet. So there may be a really intense, immediate connection between you and this person. I do have a feeling that because this person is somebody who is very grounded and reasonable, they're not the type just to jump into something and be like, oh my God, I'm crazy, madly in love with you. I think that they'll take their time in regard to the courting process. However, I do think that it's very apparent to both you and this person that there are strong feelings, that there is something beyond just physical attraction. We have weight as well, and that makes so much, I'm so happy I didn't look at that and I just said what was coming up. The timing is not quite right. So like I said, I think that it's going to start off very slow, the courting process, getting to know each other, building up a friendship or building up a connection prior to it turning romantic. Okay. May I have a message? We have the house again. I would not be surprised if you guys like end up buying a home together, having this stability, this protection, this safety within your family unit. The fact that the house is here twice, again, this tells me that this person is very protective. This person is very stable, grounded, responsible, okay? Then we have a great fortune. So again, guys, like there's so much symbolism here to represent a person who is very ambitious, capable of making a lot of money, or has a lot of money, okay? So we have, again, just to these 4 cards all represent people who have significant means, people who either come from backgrounds where money is abundant, or people who have created a significant amount of abundance within their own lives and their own careers, right? Okay. We have the whip. Ooh, this is, I feel weird about saying this, but I feel like this person's very disciplined. I feel like this person's also extremely loyal. I feel like this person respects the boundaries that you are setting within your dynamic. It's almost giving me, I don't want to call this person a simp, but it's like, also, I feel like a simp truly is just like a man who actually likes women and is like attracted to women, but like whatever. The whip to me is representing a man who's very loyal, or a partner who's very loyal, who's very disciplined within the relationship dynamic. We also have the heart here, and this heart does have a little fire on top, representing passion, love. I don't think that this is something where you guys have to work at being in love with each other. Like loving this person feels very easy. Can we have final cards? Okay. Like I said, this is a very forgiving person. They do give chance after chance after chance, reducing burden, forgiveness. They have a big heart, guys. They have a big heart. And again, if you are somebody that they care about, they want to forgive you. They want to move forward. But I think that it's important that you understand that this person does have their limits. They are not someone that you can just forever walk all over, right? They're not a doormat. Okay, let's go ahead and get a few notes for group 2. Oh, okay. Adventurous, okay? Adventurous. We also have copper brown hair. Works with animals. This person could be an animal lover. Perhaps their profession involves animals. We have black hair. We have a diamond-shaped face. So this is high cheekbones, a pronounced little chin, and a smaller forehead. We have a strong chin. Like I said, I do think their chin is rather pronounced. We have a small chin. We have fresh, so I would assume this is somebody who you do not know or who you have not met. We have London. We have outgoing. Like I said, I do think this person is somebody who is rather outgoing. Unusual. I do think brilliant people tend to be very unusual, and I'm assuming that your future partner is brilliant because I think in order to make the amount of money that this person makes, or in order to be really financially stable, you do have to be more intelligent. So we have 27 years of age. We have light skin or a light complexion. We have, this is the second time this has happened to me where I'm like, oh, it says thick chicken. Thick hair. We have facial hair. Okay, obviously this is for those of you who are attracted to men. We have Italy. And we have it's baking. So that is again representing, you guys, like this connection being a connection that does take time to process. It takes time to become romantic within this dynamic, but yeah, that is what I have for you guys. So who is your future partner? Somebody who's disciplined, somebody who's a hard worker, somebody who's willing to put in effort towards things that they see potential in, somebody who's responsible, loyal, very giving. This person's also very forgiving, right? Like they have the ability to be like, I understand that you made a mistake. It's okay. Let's move forward. I do think that this person is somebody where you will feel safe with them. You will feel really happy, safe, and secure within this relationship. And I do think that you guys will take the time that you need to take in order to build a strong foundation within this connection. I also think this person is somebody who is more outgoing, somebody who likes to socialize. And for a lot of you, they are going to be someone who's not from your country. So with that being said, that is all I have for you guys at group number 2. Thank you so very much for allowing me to read for you. I hope it was helpful. I'm sending you so much love, and that is all I've got. So, bye. Hi, group 3. Welcome to your guys' reading. We're going to start off with our little zodiac die. We've got Virgo. Hello, Virgo. Sun, moon, rising. Gemini. Sun, moon, rising. Hello, Gemini. And Capricorn. Capricorn, you have been the main character for this reading. So hello to the Capricorns of the world. Love you so much. Okay, if you guys are looking for a personal reading, I do have the link to my Etsy shop in the description box. I usually have a date of when I will be restocking posted in there. So check that out. Can I have a message for group number 1 on who their next partner is? Messages for the singles. Who's their next partner? Who is their next partner? Who is their next partner? Okay. So here's what I'm getting, guys. I think this person's somebody who is more mature. Like they've definitely experienced life. They've definitely experienced heartbreak and sadness. This person is somebody who has a really tough outer shell. They have really tough skin. This is not someone who just opens up to anybody. I would say that they are more reserved or private when it comes to being vulnerable. I also think this is someone who doesn't necessarily love receiving attention. Like this feels like somebody who's extremely laid back, somebody who perhaps tends to stay at home on the weekends and doing more like introverted type activities, painting, sculpting, music, reading, right? Things like this. Like I said, I do think this person has experienced significant heartbreak, and I do think that that took a major toll on them and on their confidence. And I think it's put them in a position where they are now in the mindset of like, okay, I have to be strong. I have to be resilient. I don't want this to happen to me again. So, can I get one more to represent group number 3? Their next romantic partner, who are they? There is potential here, group number 3. So this talks about physical attraction. The reason being is because the Ace of Wands is representing stimulation, it's representing blood flow, it's representing like your heart rate going up, potential, passion, excitement. Sometimes I can see this as like having a child with somebody. I mean, if you look at it and like use your imagination, I'm sure the adults in the room understand like what I'm saying. The reason I see that as that energy, more lustful, romantic, physical energy, is because it represents potential and excitement and passion. So it could obviously just mean that the relationship itself is very passionate and exciting, and that there is physical attraction, but there's definitely potential here for the two of you to grow together, okay? So with that being said, we're going to go ahead and get some oracle cards. Can I get a message for group 3? We have the Hero. This is passion for a journey of personal empowerment. So interesting. This is somebody who perhaps enjoys feeling needed. They like to be able to come in and help those who need help. I think I'm more so seeing this, you guys, as somebody who has had to overcome obstacle, right? Passion for a journey. So this person, they don't necessarily prioritize the destination, but the journey to get to the destination. It's like, I'm going to make the most out of what's in front of me. Even if it's not exactly where I want to be, or even if this is not my final destination, like I want to enjoy every part of life. I don't want to take for granted the time that I'm here. Personal empowerment, I do think this person also pushes themselves to grow. So when I say this person has a hard outer shell, you guys, that doesn't mean that they are like their walls are so high up that nobody can reach them. I just think it means that this person has learned that when they offer themselves on a platter, that they have a tendency to attract people who are thirsty for attention, thirsty for validation, and that perhaps has caused them harm in the past. We have the Guide. It says represents the nature of the divine in life and in yourself. So this person, I think, is somebody who's very wise. Again, somebody who has learned a lot through their life. I feel like this person's so young, but I do feel like they have, like I said, taken on a lot of lessons. I think this also comes with wisdom, like wisdom through education. Somebody who is just wise, both in life and with what it is that they have studied. I think they had to grow up really quickly, guys. Like that also feels like that's playing a role in who they are. Like somebody who had to take on a lot of responsibilities very early on. Can I? Perfect. So we have glamour into the mirror. I now see the realms of possibility. So this is somebody, like I said, who sees potential in the future. This person is somebody, I think, who has the capabilities to imagine what an outcome can turn into, or what a seed can grow into, right? So I do think this is the type of person who believes in, I don't want to say believes in magic, but this is the type of person who believes in magic. They're the type of person who feels like, okay, if this is what I want, I am capable of getting it. These are the steps I need to do to move in that direction. We have best possible decision. Artemis, goddess of the bow, help me see what must be known. I do feel like for those of you who picked pile 3, you are going to feel like you have made the best possible decision in engaging in a relationship with this person. I think overall, you guys, like I said, this person's giving me a really calm energy. They don't feel like somebody who is overly frantic or chaotic. They feel like somebody who's extremely, extremely calm. And very self-aware as well. You know, I don't think this person is somebody who in their mind they need to change all that much, but the things that need to be changed, they're willing to address, right? So confidence by earth, air, water, and fire. Let my confidence take light and burn higher. So they are confident. They are confident despite the fact, again, that they've been hurt, despite the fact that they've been disappointed. I don't think that they have allowed that to prevent them from understanding that they possess value. Can I have a message? Oh. Okay. We have Mercury retrograde reinvention. So this could be a completely polar opposite to how they used to be as a person. This could have been somebody who previously was very outgoing, somebody who likes to go out and party or likes to go out and date a lot of people, somebody who always put their heart out there, right? Somebody who is perhaps a little less responsible. I am seeing this as an individual who has gone through, like I said, significant heartbreak, and that changed them, right? It changed them, I think, for the better, though. We do have the 6th house here. This is talking about routine. So I think this is someone who is extremely healthy, somebody who prioritizes their health and wellness, somebody who's perhaps very physically active. I do think this person also enjoys the job that they do, like their daily routine, their life in general. I don't think that this is the kind of person who could have a job or a career that drains them or that they hate. I feel like they need, like I said, to enjoy the journey that they are on and not just the destination. Okay. Can I have a message for group number 3? Who? Book, like I said, somebody who's very, very smart. This person could enjoy reading books. I don't think that they're someone who's out at the bars or out in the clubs or in the streets running amok. I think this is the kind of person who's like on a Sunday evening they want to be, or on a Saturday evening even, they want to be like reading a book and having a glass of wine. So yeah, love that. Perhaps cooking dinner, right? Home, a house. This is interesting. I do feel like this reminds me a little bit of the last pile. Somebody who is very safe, somebody who is stable, somebody who is secure. I do see the house as bringing stability. So a person who's showing up as the house, this person is a stable person. I also feel like this person has a more like a cozy feel to them. Like I said, I feel like they are more likely to be sitting on the couch watching a movie on Saturday or reading a book than going out to the bars and acting erratic. Can I get a message on who this person is? Oh. We have go slow, take time getting to know each other, which makes sense. Like I said, they have a tougher outer shell, you guys. This person is not somebody who opens up with ease. They kind of feel like a little turtle, you know, like really, really sweet, but a little shy. And if they get spooked, they're gonna like, oh, I'm gonna go into my shell. So I feel like your next partner is a really intelligent, stable turtle. Let's read this one. We have a second chance. It says this relationship deserves a second chance. For some of you, this could be somebody that you know. I don't grant this to everybody. If you have a toxic ex, somebody who has cheated on you, somebody who has harmed you emotionally, physically, any of that, that person does not deserve a second chance. Those are decisions, those are choices, not accidents, not circumstances, right? So you deserve better than someone who does any of those things I just listed. If that's not the case and you feel like you want to give a relationship a second chance, it's very possible that that will occur. We have true love. Okay, so this love is emotional, physical, and unconditional. You guys, I feel like this is giving me the little old couple from Up, or like Mr. and Mrs. Claus. Like it feels like a really sweet, wholesome relationship where you guys do everything together and you both enjoy having like a slower paced life, home cooked meals, sitting by the fireplace, reading a book, maybe having babies together, maybe not, but I just feel, and it also feels to me very like woodsy, like, and I know that sounds so silly to describe a person or a relationship as woodsy, but that's what it feels like we're living in the woods in a cottage together and we're baking bread and we have our children playing outside. Like it just feels very wholesome and very slow paced, sweet, that type of energy. Not in a trad wife type of way, in like a cottage core type of way. So anyways, okay. Can I get yes. Literally. So we have the hearth, happiness in our hearts and homes. This is what your guys' life is going to feel like. It's going to feel like a cozy, little cottage in the woods, you and your partner baking bread, baking cherry pie together, and loving each other and being cute little old people. For some reason, this feels like an old person relationship. Like it feels like just old people, but in a sweet way, and I love it. So yeah, anyways, let's keep going. Can I get a message for group? A transformative path. Like I said, I do think that at one point in this person's life, they lived a very different lifestyle. They were perhaps not as wholesome, which makes sense, right? Like they are now in a mindset where they're ready to settle down, where they're ready to live a more wholesome lifestyle. And then we have a wealthy man. So, you know, there's that. Financial stability. Gotta love it. Okay, let's jump into our bowl and get some information from this. Can I have... I didn't pull from this, so I'm going to do that really quick. Can I get a message? Yeah. You know what? Also, like Edward and Bella, after they get married and they live in that little cottage, like down the forest path, I feel like it's a very romantic relationship, right? Like a bouquet of flowers and a love letter. It feels very sweet, very wholesome, very lovey-dovey, soft. This is like a soft love. And I'm not gonna lie, like I feel like you need this, but I feel like this other person needs this as well. Okay, so getting into the notes, we have 6-1. 6-1. We have limbo. So your guys' waiting period for this person could be significant. We have Quebec. We have twin flame, big eyes, melanin deep, hair, eyes, complexion, fluffy hair, third party. Ooh, we have 8 or infinity. 8, infinity. We have thick lashes. We have a frazzled appearance. Again, I think this is somebody who likes to dress in a way that's more relaxed. Okay, we also have a new start. So this does indicate for a lot of you, this is going to be a new person, somebody who you have not met yet. We have versatile. We have 2025. We have treat. We have a rebel, which I think this person's a retired rebel, you guys. I don't think this person is still a rebel when you guys meet. We have a smile. Reconsider your options. 37 years of age. It would make sense to me, you guys, that you would meet this person when they are a bit older, when you are a bit older. This is like a non-existent note that we will throw out. If you are already in your 30s, to me that's a good sign that like this person could be on their way. But for the vast majority of you watching this, I do think that this is going to be an individual that you meet a little bit later on. We have long work hours. We have J. We have misunderstood. We have tall. Tattoos, a buzz cut, and 16th, the 16th, okay? Also, we have Hazel. I don't think I read that. Hazel. This person sounds kind of perfect, you guys, right? Like maybe dark hair, hazel eyes, they're tall, they have tattoos, they have a buzz cut, like okay, definitely a retired rebel or a retired like crazy person who's now turned into like a wholesome little person who just wants to like bake bread and sit in the woods and like be cute. But yeah, that's what I have for you guys. Group number 3. Thank you so very much for allowing me to read for you. I think this is my favorite pile because it just feels so like cozy and happy and relax. Like it feels calm. Like the love between the two of you, the relationship between the two of you feels so calm. So yeah, I'm excited for you. Thank you. I'm sending you love, and that is all I've got. So bye.